Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the show that will not be named. I'm host Brian, or 2 Game Prince, whatever you prefer. And I was originally going to save this topic, uh, but recently I've just been getting super fucking heated about the whole thing. And I figured, I'm hyped up about it now. I'm all excited about it. Got my blood pumping, so I might as well just fucking pump out a video now. Why not? I could afford, to not go to bed in an hour or whatever. Anyways, today I wanted to talk about this stupid fucking thing that people are actually arguing. And that's, I'm sure you've seen in comics. As far as I know, it has only happened twice. And they're instances in which I'm pretty sure they both involve the, fuck is his name? The Red Skull? Could be wrong. But basically, it's the Joker versus Nazism. And the Joker, in both of these instances, sits there like a fucking Boy Scout and goes, oh, the fucking, I'm a fucking homicidal maniac, but I'm not a Nazi. I'm not a traitorous blah 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 blah. And he goes on this fucking miniature tirade about how, like, oh, I'm a fucking homicidal this and that, but I have standards. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Get the actual fuck out of here. First off, the people who wrote those two instances either A, do not do their fucking research on characters, either that or they do not get the joke. Now, mind you, I would just like to preface this. I don't even fucking like the Joker. I'm not a big Joker fan. He was never one of my favorite villains, heroes ever. One of my favorite villains? I don't think I have any favorite villains. My favorite hero is Darkhawk. And that's in Marvel. I don't even really like a lot of DC. Batman's kind of cool, but Anyway, so, just so before before everyone just goes, oh, he's just a Joker fanboy. I don't fucking like the Joker. Throughout the Joker's history, it has been shown countless times that he does not give a fuck about anyone's ideology. It's all a joke to him. As he said in, what do you call it? What was that fucking book? Dark Knight Returns? No, Laughing Joke. Where he says everything that anyone has ever believed in is a joke. Basically, that everything's pointless. Now, for a character like him, who has had this entire mythology built up around him, that he doesn't care about any ideologies, he doesn't give a shit about anything. The only thing he wants is to drive Batman fucking crazy and to either get killed by him one day or kill him one day or whatever. And then you have these comics, two instances in particular, where he goes on a fucking tirade or a mini rant about how why Nazism is bad, Nazism is this. And these people on some of these forums and chat rooms that I talk to actually sit there and actually defend, yeah, he's a bad guy, but he has morals. Get the fuck out of here. In truth, my argument is that the Joker would rather incorporate Nazism or fascism or whatever the fuck. He would incorporate that shit into his schemes, into his plans. Because he doesn't, obviously he doesn't love it. And that seems to be the argument everyone seems to be using. You must want him to be a Nazi. I guess their brains can't fucking, calculate what I'm trying to say. But it's basically that the Joker doesn't give a fuck about Nazis. He doesn't give a fuck about fascism. He doesn't give a fuck about anything. If he can use it or incorporate it into his schemes, doesn't matter what ideology it is, doesn't matter who it is. If he can incorporate it into his schemes in order to meet his own ends, he's going to do it. Does that make him a Nazi? Fucking no, because he'd be using Nazis. He would, imagine he would take the identity of like a Gestapo officer or something like that. Well, now we're going back in time a little bit, but I'm stretching, stretching examples here. But the point is, the Joker would be the last fucking person to sit there and give a goddamn Nazi lessons on morality. Get the fuck out of here with that. And obviously, the people who wrote those two instances, like I said before, need to check their shit, because I don't know what kind of fucking alternate world US of A, bald eagle fucking Joker they were writing. But it's just so fucking stupid that people would actually sit there and defend the fact that, and I always hate that. The people that are like, yeah, he's a criminal, but he has morals. He's the goddamn Joker. Pick up a fucking comic book. He doesn't give a shit. And to sit there and say that he'll do all this shit, well, we don't know if he raped Barbara Gordon, but it's implied. He'll do all this shit, kill all these people. Oh, but Nazism, fascism, that's where he draws the line. Get the fuck, eat a dick, you fucking idiot. And like I said, the people that say, oh, but he did it in those two instances. Yeah. 2 instances of him going on what, like a minute tirade about Nazism. 2 instances versus his entire fucking catalog in history. I'd say that's a hell of a lot more proof in the direction of, he wouldn't even give a shit. He would not care. And I would also like to point out that it seems that those 2 instances of him going on tirades against Nazis only seemed to happen when the social climate was all about, punch a Nazi in the face day. And, dumb shit like that. Where, oh, what's that? Someone disagrees with me? They're a Nazi. Boom. And that seems to be the argument that I get a lot with this. Because I bring up my point on this, and the only rebuttal I only get from anyone is, not proof of any other instances, or, a constructive disagreement. Anytime I bring this up, everyone's just like, so you just want the Joker to be a Nazi, don't you, huh? Did I say that? You fucking... I don't think... it's not even a word. I can't even think of a fucking word to describe that. Or people that constantly rebuttal with that. They're like, oh, you must want to team up with Nazis, though. You're probably just a Nazi and a fascist. Like, okay, oh, great, thank you. Well, welcome back to 2012. I guess we're just back to fucking name calling. But, well, I name call too, but it's not, what, it's just, I feel like I can't. I've argued too many times about this. That's the thing. I've argued too many times about this and been called... I haven't been called a fucking moron. Well, yeah, I've been called a fucking moron. Yeah. And it's just annoying because it seems like such a cut and dry situation. And then, oh, that was another thing. Someone says that something against my point. One of the writers who wrote about that whole Nazi thing about the Joker going, oh, Nazis are terrible. I would never be a Nazi. I've been working with a Nazi. Fuck that shit. This writer, the dude put on his Twitter, the Joker doesn't like Nazis. And everyone's like, see, the writer said it. I'm like, okay, first of all, this was in the whole, anti-fascism. Remember a while back we had the whole anti-fascism. Fascism is bad. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, no fucking shit it's bad. Like, we all needed reminding that the fucking Holocaust happened. But to sit there and push your personal politics onto a character whose politics are so incredibly misconstrued that they don't even, I think, fucking register on anyone's basic mentality, to sit there and actually suggest that the Joker shares the ideology of a 24-year-old comic book writer, that, it just fucking baffles me that people will actually sit there and argue it. I'm beside myself that people actually, you know what it is? I'll tell you exactly what it is. It's because they don't like Nazis. Oh, fucking understandable. They're fucking Nazis. But I noticed that people especially people who like comics, really like levels of complexity, even if they're really fucking forced. And with the Joker, that seems to be, it comes down to that basic line. He's a so-and-so, but he so-and-sos. You know what I mean? It's hard to explain it, but not hard to explain. I don't know. Yeah, I can't find the wording for it. Mainly because leaning forward on my pillow while recording this is hurting my fucking back, but it's just fucking stupid that people actually argue the point that, he's the Joker, but he doesn't like Nazism. Look at his entire fucking history and you tell me if he's got a problem with fucking fascism. If he actually has an issue with it. He would just, like I said, incorporate it into whatever he was doing. Would he like it? No, because I doubt he looks at any fucking ideology and goes, oh, well, that's pretty good. Yeah, but no, you fucking moron. But, like I said, ended argument. He sure as shit wouldn't fucking sit there like a Boy Scout on his fucking high horse and go, Nazism is bad. I don't like Nazism. He's the goddamn Joker. He doesn't give a fuck. Does not give a shit. And for you to actually sit there and argue that he would, just goes to show you know fucking nothing about the character. And what baffles me too is when people actually sit there and they go, pick up a comic book, bro. I'm like, the only comics you seem to be referencing are these two exact instances. Whereas I pull up multiple comics, multiple sources, and all you can bring up are these two guys that happen to be floating on the Punch a Nazi in the Face bandwagon when it was going on. Why? Because comics pander. But that's all this whole Nazi thing was. It was just oh hey, there's a big anti-fascism movement happening right now. There's a big we hate Nazis thing on social media. Let's put it in our comics. And do you know what? It fucking worked. And people now actually believe that the Joker, in all his fucked upness, draws the line at fucking Nazism. Get off my fucking planet. Get off my planet. Get out of my comic books. And just fucking stop. Because it is so fucking forced. It's disgusting. It's nauseating. But, yeah. I was going to make a more formal version of this video, but fuck it. I'm too heated about it right now. And of course, I gave my stance on another video and some fucking asshole, of course, comes along. You just want to be a Nazi, don't you? You're probably a Nazi. Fucking eat my ass. Fucking people, I swear to God. Anyways, I think that's going to do it for this video. Good night.